Good day. How are you all? I hope this finds you well. So today's practice is just going to be a few minutes of silent, seated meditation. I'm sitting up on a yoga block to support myself, but I invite you to gather any props that you have lying around. I find a couch pillow works really well. The idea here is to allow your body to be still and supported at the same time. And the invitation is to lift the hips above the knees. And so what that does is just allow the hip flexors to gently relax and allow a little bit more freedom through the pelvis, a little more relaxation through the physical form. And so as you're gathering props and coming to a seated position, there are options with the seated form as well. I have my knees folded in quite a deep knee bend. So if this form doesn't serve you, the option is also to sit cross-legged in a way that does serve and support you. Take a few moments to get comfortable. We'll be here for about 2 to 3 minutes, and so the goal is to have a safe, secure form that will support you in a physical way so that you can drop in a more mental and emotional and supported way internally. And when you've got that form, it might take a few more adjustments, it might take a few more minutes to get there. No hurry, no rush. Take your time and support you. Close the eyes as you're ready. And as you close your eyes and come into this still form, rest the hands on the lap. The shoulders are soft and relaxed. And as you bring your awareness to the shoulders and the chest, envision the shoulders, the outer arms moving away from one another, so you feel a gentle expansiveness through the chest and the collarbones. Come to more length through the neck. The hands can be resting palms down on the thighs if that serves. And that is a mudra, a hand variation, inviting more of a sense of grounding into your practice. You may also flip the palms up, resting the backs of the hands on the thighs or the legs. And that is a mudra representative of opening to receive, of being accepting of what is. And so find a hand position that works for you and that allows the shoulders and the chest to remain open and soft. Neck still long. And from here, envision the breath as a circular flow. As you breathe in, you fill up through the back of the nose, the back of the throat, into the chest and the heart, and down through the lungs and the stomach, and even the low belly and pelvis. And as you exhale, you return all that energy, all that air back out in the reverse. And so just lay witness to your breath for a few rounds, envisioning that pattern, that flow. And so now gently leave the breath and just rest your awareness behind the eyelids. And for a few moments, notice what you see there. There's no right or wrong. We're just bringing our witness consciousness to the space behind the eyes. And you could even rest your awareness at the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. And notice what you see. There may be shapes, there may be colors, there may be nothing at all. The idea is to just be here with what is. And so in our meditation, the idea is not necessarily to turn off the mind or turn off the thoughts or quiet the mind. The idea is to be present with exactly what is as it is, releasing judgment, releasing even attachment or labeling, and just coming into a place of surrender and stillness. And I'll gently guide you through a brief chakra meditation for today's practice. The chakras are energy centers along the spinal column, vertically from the base of the tailbone through the crown of the head. And each energy center represents something different. Different energy, different parts of the body, different organs. And because these are energy centers, the energy is always flowing, always moving, and always changing. And so the journey today will be just to recognize where the energies are. Come into a little bit more connection with yourself and with these 7 chakras. Nothing to do except observe and be. Let's begin with our first chakra at the very base of the spine. Bring your awareness to your seat and allow for heaviness to support you here. Perhaps for a moment feel the contact with the support that you're on. And with your breath now, you're breathing into the base of the pelvis, bringing your full attention and your full awareness to that very bottom of your spine. On the inhales, we breathe into that space and fill up. And on the exhales, we sink a little bit deeper. We get a little bit heavier in the physical form. Invite in the color of red, for that is the color of the root chakra. Find and feel red. And also find and feel your roots. This is the chakra associated with our vital life force and energy, our basic needs such as food, shelter, water, etc. The essentials. And the root chakra has a lot to do with how safe we feel in the world. Fill your awareness with red. Take your breath to the base of the spine. And take a few rounds of breath, resting full awareness on this root chakra. And now surrendering the root chakra and moving into the second chakra. Just a little bit above the base of the spine and below the navel. Bring your awareness to that part of your body. The organs affected would be the kidneys and the adrenals. But also the sexual organs, for this is the chakra of sexual energy and creativity. Invite in the color orange. And for a few breaths, be with your creative center here in your body. And releasing your second chakra and moving to the third, a few inches above the navel and yet below the rib cage. If it feels right, you may also choose to place a hand or two in these places of the body. This third chakra is our source of self, our sense of self, and our ego. Essentially our identity and how we show up in the world. Bring your awareness here and invite in the color yellow. Take a few breaths, breathing into yourself. As you move through this journey, notice how energy shifts as you just gently bring awareness to these energy bodies. Feel free to stay with any of the chakras that needs more balance, that just needs more compassion and recognition from you. We now drift up to the fourth chakra, the heart center. Bring your awareness to your heart, the color of which is green. Rest awareness on this said to be energy center of your body, of your being, and radiate yourself in a green glowing light, either from within or outside of you, or both. Take several breaths here. Feeling your heart energy. Release that awareness and make your way to your fifth chakra at the throat. Bring your full awareness to your throat, your center for communication, for voicing your needs and your truth, and for how you communicate to the world and through the world and with the world. Invite in the color blue and rest your awareness for a few breaths at your communication center. And we now come back to our third eye, our sixth chakra. Bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows. And bask in the color of indigo. For the third eye represents your wisdom, your inner guru, your intuition, your quote-unquote gut instinct. Rest your awareness at the center of your wisdom and breathe here, glowing in the color of indigo. And now moving away from the third eye and into the crown of the head, our final and seventh chakra. Bring your awareness to the crown. And color yourself in violet. As this is the center for true bliss, peace, serenity, all-knowing, and all-feeling. This is the chakra representing how we show up in the world and how the world gets reflected back to us. Oftentimes, it is not only centered at the crown of the head, but also radiates into the energy field beyond us and around us. Bring your awareness on the color violet to the crown of your head or the energy around you, and pause for several breaths. And now we shift away from the crown chakra. We just bring our awareness to the entire chakra system, all 7 energy centers, and pause briefly before we close out our practice, just to notice and recognize any shifts that have occurred, any chakras that maybe resonated with you or stood out more than others. And notice the overall feeling of the body. Not only the physical body, but also the energy body, the emotional body. Stay as long as you'd like in this place of peace and stillness. Perhaps revisiting a chakra that needs your attention, enveloping it in compassion and being with it exactly as it is in this moment and in this light. And whenever you're ready to close your practice, bow the chin down toward the chest. Lift the hands to heart center, pressing the palms together, balancing right and left sides of the body. And fill up on an inhale with gratitude. And on the exhale, breathe that gratitude back into the universe. May your day radiate with light and love. From my heart to yours, Namaste.